Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another review of a Sunwayfoto product. This one happens to be the SP series of rings from Sunwayfoto. Really happy with these rings. I actually reached out to Sunwayfoto because I saw a few things about these that I really liked. Number one, they're 6061, that's the aluminum, high strength aluminum. And then they're type 3 hard anodized finished, and so they're very high quality finish on there. You can kind of tell by looking at there. And then you see that there's the 3 holes on each sides. Now, 2 of them are for the Allens that you can see there per side. And then there's a middle piece which helps you align the holes, and I think that'll help alleviate some issues with cross-threading that people might have if they're not paying attention. And also it just bears some of the weight and the recoil tension that's going to come back on the top half of the rings, allowing that piece to fit in there, and it's milled really tight. These particular rings that I have right here are the 34/28s. And so that 28 is in reference to the height. So it's kind of like a medium, guys, kind of like a medium height. Another feature that you don't get on many rings is the fact that these are spring rings. So the spring actually pushes out on the Picatinny clamp portion. I really like that. That's something I actually think kind of makes a lot of sense. It's more convenient when you're taking them off and you're trying to get the rings off and they don't bind up on each other. The fit and finish of these rings, like the way that the 2 pieces meet up and provide the tension, these are CNC machined very well. The tolerances are very tight. There's nothing that looks odd and doesn't meet up the proper way. Something that's cool is on the back piece, the piece that's going to be closest to you, is there is a bubble level in there. And so if you're familiar with how to use bubble levels when you're shooting, it's a very important thing to have, actually, especially if you're in long range or precision shooting. Even in hunting applications, though, you want to make the best shots you can. So these rings come with a bubble level. That's nice for mounting. And of course, it's really convenient when you're shooting, doing target practice, and you want to make sure that the reticle is also level. Maybe you don't have to buy an additional level to put on your scope because you have these. You can see it. I can see it when I'm shooting underneath. It's not the same as having it on a scope, but it's still visible, and it's a really nice added feature, and it's not going to bounce out or come out of there. It's installed very well. I've run this on high recoil rifles or rifles that just vibrate an awful lot. I had these rings on my 308 Savage. It's what you're looking at right here. And it's only a 20-inch, and I do have a brake on it now, but there's enough vibration and recoil from that it does loosen things up. In fact, what I discovered was my rings did not come loose, but my rail, which was actually Loctited to the rifle, it loosened up on me significantly. And the rings stayed tight. I didn't have any issues with that. When you go back and forth from temperature differences from warm to cold, sometimes that assists in loosening things up along with the recoil of a heavy recoiling rifle or a lot of vibration from a rifle. So I was impressed that the rings stayed tight, but the rail, which was Loctited itself, that's actually the piece that loosened up. There's a little shot of the bubble level right there. So obviously, even though there's not direct light on it, I can still see it, and I can see it when I'm sitting behind the rifle in the prone. That's a really nice feature. I wish all mounts had that. I have another Sunwayfoto mount that I did a review on. It's a one-piece 30mm mount right here ahead of my AR. That one also has a bubble level built into it. Very cool, guys. Sunwayfoto is putting out high-quality mounts, high-quality rings. I'm very happy with it. I particularly like on these single-piece that they're a single Allen to attach it to the Picatinny rail, and that it has those springs internally, and then it also has a Picatinny placeholder. I think they're very high quality rings, and you would not be disappointed in these. They are worth more than the competition, which comes with less features. I think these are definitely above grade when it comes to my expectations for what you're getting for that money. I think it's a really good deal, actually. So if you're looking for high quality rings, not your cheapy entry level rings, but if you're looking for high quality rings, precision level rings, these are a fantastic option. They have some 30mm options. They also have 34mm options. And if you're looking for a single piece mount, they do have that 30 MOA AR mount, which I showed earlier, and I'm very happy with that. Still running at very high quality. But these right here are my new 34mm go-to rings for my precision rifles. You can see it here mounted up on my 300 PRC. That guy recoils plenty, lots of vibration there. Haven't loosened up, no issues whatsoever. And I really like having that bubble level underneath, especially for the mounting process. It was really cool. Go check them out at Sunwayfoto or even on Amazon.